Hello and welcome everyone to the Ford Entertainment Group Dover 125. Sorry, we're just jumping in here a little bit late. You can see your qualifying ticker up on the left there. Let's bring up our grid. These guys have qualified. We're just trying to get the race title up in the top left. But on the pole here tonight, it is showing the Beard, number 31. I'm not exactly sure the real name of that driver, but he is on the pole here tonight at Dover. We are here for 125 laps tonight, sponsored by Ford Entertainment Group and iRacing Flea Market. So congratulations to the Beard there in first place. Andy Trupiano starting in second to the outside with the 22.778, so a good lap there. Josh Bonwell going to be starting in third, one of the top competitors here in the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market Series. Travis Rucker going to roll off in fourth. Chad Ross starting in fifth, with Christopher McCullough starting in sixth. Tyler Pluff seventh. Jerry Glenn eighth. Stephen Fogel ninth, and Andrew Melvin is going to round out your top 10 on the starting grid here tonight. Clint Cox going to roll off in 11th. Cole Johnson in 12th. Ken McCullough Jr., last time's winner, rolling off 13th here, with Robert Vorwald to his outside in 14th. Matthew Correa starting 15th. Ronnie Royal 16th. Rory Gamble 17th, Matthew Lee 18th, Orlando Rivera 19th, and Douglas Johnson going to round out your top 20 here tonight. Jeffrey Mayers in the number 65 going to roll off 21st, J.E. Henthorne 22nd, Ryan Decker 23rd, Wendell Lowe 24th, James Simmons 25th, Alec Conklin 26th, Shag Nasty 27th, and Brett Beasley 28th. Noah Samples 29th, Thomas Gould 30th, Jeremy Poole 31st, Timothy Bates 32nd, Alan Westman 33rd, Joshua Caudill 34th, David McCullough 35th, Dylan Phillips 36th, Scott Bellum 37th, Jeremy Crandall 38th, and Mike Downs going to round out your field here in 39th. So a very large field once again here tonight in the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market Series. Tonight here at Dover, about to get going, currently pacing. Pace car makes his way onto pit road, and we are underway. 31 gets him going. Thought they had to go on green here, and it looks like he jumped the start a little bit early. We'll see what admins have to say about that. Sorry about this. Just trying to get the race title up in the top left. Get our ticker up here. You can see the Beard out in front showing as TFEG in our ticker here tonight. And there's your race title, but let's get that in the right spot. There we go. That's a little bit better. We are at Dover here tonight, 125 laps, and going to be an exciting race. This is race number 6 here of this series. Currently, the Beard out in front. Andy Trupiano right there in second, though, chasing him down, coming out of turn 4. We're going to be completing, that was lap 3, now on lap 4 here tonight. Let's take a look back. Everybody pretty much single-filed here tonight. Andrew Melvin up into 7th after starting in 10th. He's making his way towards the front. It's not a surprise. He's got Tyler Pluff right behind him in the number 12. Scoring was jumping around there just a bit. Tyler Pluff currently in 8th place, trying to reel in Andrew Melvin. Is up in front of them. Chad Ross and Jerry Glenn side by side. Here goes Melvin to the outside now, and wisely backs out of it, going through 3 and 4. And since we jumped in a little bit late, let's take a look at our track conditions here tonight. 66-degree air temperature and 81-degree track temp, so not too bad. They should have plenty of grip here tonight, and looks like nobody is struggling with loose condition. Let's take a look a little farther back. Had these battles going on. The 55 up the hill just a bit. Here comes the 04 underneath, and that's going to be Matthew Lee making a pass on Orlando Rivera. But right in front of those guys, Jeffrey Mayers, Ronnie Royal, and Matthew Correa all fighting for spots around the top 15. 81 having to back out of it as the 65 makes the pass on the high line. Able to clear him now going down into turns 3 and 4. And Mayers is on the charge now, trying to get to the back bumper of the 48. Meanwhile, up at the front, the top two drivers have broken away. It's the Beard and Andy Trupiano, separated by 3/10 right now, and then it's 8/10 back to Josh Bonwell, who's been a common competitor. And caution is out. Let's go see what happens. I believe this was our caution here. Let's take a look. Tyler Pluff back in this group. '98 bounces off the wall, and I think it might have been, oh yeah, 98 turns into the 11 there, 77. Able to get away with it. A lot of these drivers not getting too much damage. The 11 coming away with the worst of it. And let's jump on board with the 11 there and see what happens a little bit better. 98 caught the wall, came down the track into the 11, turns him into the wall, and then 11 really just innocent bystander there and kind of getting taken out. So unfortunate for Stephen Fogel in that whole exchange, but I think he will be able to get some of that damage fixed at least, and it's still early and may be able to salvage a decent finish here tonight, as these drivers working their way on the backstretch are actually coming out of pit road now. The Beard, number 31, wins the race off pit road. Josh Bonwell right behind him. And we want to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight. We really appreciate your support of the stream. And I guess we've got a viewer giveaway here tonight, so that's pretty new. Sorry, we had some music playing there. I didn't even realize it. The viewer who guesses the winner of the race prior to the midpoint is going to win $15 in iRacing credits, good towards any driver of their choice on the iRacing service. So that's a pretty cool giveaway. And winner of tonight's race will receive a trophy produced by VSPEED. And if you're just tuning in here to VSPEED tonight, this is our first broadcast on the new channel. We were formerly Simcast, and we merged with MB Motorsports to kind of merge a bunch of services together and products and bring you a better iRacing experience. And so tonight is the first VSPEED broadcast, and we really appreciate you tuning in. So put your vote in the chat for who you think is going to win this. Right now I see a couple. We've got Josh Bonwell, Clint Cox as picks in the chat. And a couple Matts. I'm not sure which Matt. We've got Matthew Correa in the field. We've also got Matthew Lee. So if you guys want to specify, that would help me out. Anyways, these guys double file now getting ready to go back to green as we had our first caution of the night, and we're about a 10th of the way through this race. All right, Matthew Correa is Tanya's pick for the win here tonight, and currently Matt Correa running in 11th in the number 48. Audrey Lee picking Matthew Lee in the 04, currently running 12th, and the Matthews right next to each other, so we'll see if either of them can make their way towards the front, as right now we're waiting on the 31 of the Beard to get him going here. And 31 gets him going out of turn 4, able to get up to speed there and get a great jump over Josh Bonwell, who gets down in line as Andy Tripiano, who was running second, currently side by side with Travis Rucker. And they get very close to the wall there. Everybody making it through that first set of turns, though, as they get down into turns 3 and 4. And I don't think I got to it while we were mentioning some of the prizes here tonight, but tonight's random driver on the lead lap will receive an RGB LED gaming mouse pad. So that's any driver on the lead lap has a shot to win it. It's a random drawing, as we see Tyler Pluff and Andrew Melvin racing hard right now on the front straightaway on lap 15 here. Pluff up to 7th place, Andrew Melvin back into 8th now. So you see a lot of these drivers. Oh, 13 in the wall back there. Caution is back out. Let's get a better look at this. Ryan Decker got run into, it looked like. And we are back under caution here the second time tonight. Let's go take a look. 13 coming through turn 2, and the 28 on his inside just barely clips him coming out of turn 2. They slam into the wall, 28 down the track. Not sure who he collected there, but it was not good. So David McCullough getting heavy contact there. Let's see who that was that he got into. That's a 96, Brett Beasley. Nowhere to go on this deal and just slams into the inside wall. Those two cars heavy damage. 28 a little bit worse off though. I'm not sure if they towed it or not. The time is kind of jumping all over, but let's go back up to the front. And race summary, we've had 2 cautions, 0 lead changes here tonight. As the 31 has been out front the whole race so far. Lap 17 out of 125. C11 getting his lap back. We are quickly going to jump to commercial, adjust a couple of our settings here, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back. I had the spotter going in the background, and it was getting a little bit distracting, so I had to turn that off. But these guys still single file. I believe they'll be coming to the 1 to go here. But while we're still under caution, we want to give a shout out to the sponsor of tonight's race, iRacing Flea Market. A great place on Facebook for you to find used and new iRacing or racing simulator equipment, whether that's wheels, pedals, PCs, rigs, peripherals, basically anything you could want or need, as well as advice is available on the iRacing Flea Market, so big shout out to them. And also head over there 15 minutes or so after the race tonight, and they will be announcing the winner of the random giveaway over there on iRacing Flea Market. Now the drivers double file back up, bring our ticker back up. Currently the 31 still out front, Josh Bonwell on his outside, and Bonwell one of the picks to win here tonight. So he's kind of the leading driver of those picks so far. And Matthew Lee, Matthew Correa, still currently just outside the top 10. And we also saw Clint Cox as a pick. Here goes the 31, back underway. 56 gets a okay restart, but he's going to be at least 3 or 4 car lengths back. So 31 out front, 99 getting a good run there in 1 and 2, but 56 closed up that gap immediately. So he's already within 1 car length, throwing a bit of a block on the 99. It's down shallow entry into turn 3 and 4. 99 trying to work a higher line and get the better run off the turn. And it looks like it may work here as he closes into the back bumper, not able to get the run completely, and he's going to settle into 3rd. Travis Rucker stalking right there in 4th as well. Chad Ross in the 38, and Rory Gamble making his way forward. Currently in 6th place. Andrew Melvin and Tyler Pluff still just trading spots here in 7th and 8th. But everybody single file through those top 8 or so, and then it's a bit of a gap back to Robert Vormwald. Actually only a few car lengths, as Tyler Pluff making a charge there possibly to the inside of Andrew Melvin. Looks like Tyler maybe has a little better car on the long run than Andrew, as we see some action up towards the front. The 99 sliding up the track. Travis Rucker coming to the inside here. Not able to get a good run out of turn 4. The 99 actually gapped him by 3 car lengths or so. So 38 of Chad Ross starting to feel the pressure from Rory Gamble as he touches the apron just a bit. 77 gets a big run out of turn 4, peeks down to the inside, and he's going to try and make a charge here into turn 1. Gets the nose just inside the quarter panel, but probably not going to have the position or the run that he's going to need. He gets loose coming out of the corner, and he's going to have to back off just a bit. Here comes Andrew Melvin to the outside, and very close racing there. Melvin backs out of it to avoid running into the 77, but he takes a peek down low, and once again backs out of it. So showing some patience here, as we are only a 5th of the way through the race. Meanwhile, at the front, Bonwell still behind the 31, but he's maintained this 1 or 2 car length gap, and now closing in within a car length, and starting to put some pressure on the 31, who has led every lap so far. Andy Trupiano back here in 3rd, just waiting for something to happen. He's got some right front damage, but still maintaining pretty good pace here so far. Let's take a look a little farther back, and there's some pretty heavy action going on here. The 55 and the 81 side by side at the moment. That's going to be Orlando Rivera and Ronnie Royal. Royal in the 81 and Rivera in the 55. And they're putting some pressure on Matthew Correa right now, who's running 12th. As the 81 touches the apron there, able to hold on to it. So Correa not making progress towards the front, maybe just saving tires at this point. And Matthew Lee in the 04, another pick by our fans here to win tonight. Currently running in 11th. So we see some action up in front of them. Clint Cox, another pick to win in 10th. The 01 of Robert Vormwald trying to make a move on the inside of Tyler Pluff. And not able to complete the pass. Pluff able to hold on to his 8th position. Towards the front, Bonwell still within striking distance, and Trupiano has actually started to close in on these guys as well as Travis Rucker. Trupiano on the apron just a bit there, but maintains his speed coming out of the corner as Bonwell actually lost some ground. So heavy battle going on here in our top 3 or 4. And just outside our top 10, we've got this pack of 5 cars really racing it out. Currently led by Matthew Correa, about 5 seconds back from your leader. Let's see if we've got anything else going on farther back. This is a huge field. We've got side-by-side battle now between the 022 of Wendell Lowe and the 42 of Christopher McCullough, who ran very strong at Martinsville last time. You see the 52 now making a move down to the inside. The 022 losing about 3 spots in one corner, so struggling here just a bit as Jeremy Poole makes his way past, and Ken McCullough Jr. last time the winner here in the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market League. And okay, I thought Bonwell had an issue, but just has to do with the server here. A lot of cars, and we lose a couple of them temporarily now and then. But he's still in second place and about 3 car lengths or so back. The 77 gets in the wall back there. Rory Gamble. See the damage on the right side. I saw him dragging the wall coming out of turn 2, and that's going to cost him some time as he drops back to 9th. I think he lost about 3 spots on that incident. So we see the 6 of Thomas Gould making a pass now on the 9, Joshua Caudill. So Gould starting to make his way forward as we've got some heavy battling going on back here between the 11 of Stephen Fogel, who was caught up in that first incident, and the 07 of Scott Bellum making his way forward. 13 makes a bold move down to the inside, also was caught up in an incident not too long ago. So Ryan Decker trying to make his way forward. These two racing for the 20th position. Oh, the 11 hard in the wall. Holds on to it, but that's going to cost him at least 2 spots, now 3 spots. So that damage obviously not helping as the leader's starting to catch up to lap traffic. 99 putting a ton of pressure on the 56. So we got a pack of 4 cars up at the front, and then Chad Ross back in 5th, leading a line of about 5 cars as well. Then a little gap back to Clint Cox, currently out in front of Matthew Lee. 2 drivers picked to win this. We've got a caution. I'm not sure what happened. Let's go take a look. Possibly involving Ryan Decker once again. He's outside of the 33. Somebody checked up, 65 checked up hard on the straightaway, and this kind of grouped these cars up. 07 slides up the track. Oh, 73 gets loose. Oh, 13, I think a little tap there from the 03. Was that the 03? I couldn't tell. The mellow yellow car that was next to him. Let's go back and take a look. It's the 13, I believe, actually. 33. Oh yeah, just a little net code between those drivers. And I think he saved it without hitting the wall down on the inside. Hard to tell because his car disappeared. But let's go to the front now, and driver's on pit road. Bonwell somehow gained the lead through that whole thing. Not exactly sure what happened that allowed him to capture the lead. Trying to get a good view here. On pit road. We'll see if Bonwell can actually win the race off pit road and hold on to that top spot. He gets a good stop here, 31. Looks like he beats the 31. I wasn't sure if it was that first line or if it was actually the line with the cones, but currently Jerry Glenn shown as your leader, along with Ryan Decker. These two just staying out during this pit cycle, as we are about a third of the way through the race here tonight. Once again, Ford Entertainment Group bringing us the race here, along with iRacing Flea Market. So check out iRacing Flea Market after the race, where they'll announce the random giveaway to a driver on the lead lap here tonight. And once again, we do want to remind you that this is a presentation by VSPEED, formerly Simcast, and we'll be bringing you the action here in the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market series for the rest of the season. So check us out over on Twitch as well as YouTube and Facebook Live. We appreciate everybody tuned in tonight, and we'll be bringing you the action here throughout the season and other races in other leagues as well. VSPEED is your all-in-one source for 3D printed racing peripherals and custom gear, as well as merchandise and broadcasting services, custom design services, and so much more. So go check out VSPEED at vspeedsim.com and check us out. Currently working under caution, Andy Trupiano. Okay, cars blinked out. I thought Andy Trupiano had somehow gained the lead there, but he scored in third. Josh Bonwell is up to the lead now, so Josh's mom tuned in here on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in once again and continuously showing your support here for Josh. And looks like he's got a pretty good run going here tonight. Had a good run last week at last time at Martinsville. Just came up a little bit short of the win. I believe he finished top 3. And I know he's up towards the top of the standings, so a win here tonight would definitely help him out, and it would get him one of those awesome trophies. Pace car leading the field through 3 and 4 now. Josh Bonwell going to be the one to get him going here. We're going to hide the ticker for just a couple laps until these guys kind of single file out. Bonwell going to get him going. Here he goes. 31 spins the tires on the high line. That's going to give the 99 a shot at second place. So 31 goes from first before the caution. Now going to be scored in third. Some serious racing side by side going on between Andrew Melvin and Chad Ross. This is for the last spot in the top 5. Melvin has it. Ross wants it. Here comes Vormwald down to the inside on Tyler Pluff. The number 3 gets bumped out of the way there in 3 and 4. Holds on to it, but going to lose quite a bit of ground. That cost him some time, but able to hold on to it, and we stay green here. Rory Gamble right up in 11th place in between Matthew Lee and Orlando Rivera. Ronnie Royal washing up the track there in 3 and 4, going to lose some ground. The 3 makes a move down to the inside, going to try and gain a spot back after losing a few there. And Bonwell really stretching his legs here, out to 8/10 of a lead over Andy Trupiano, who's under pressure from the 31. bring our ticker back up here so you can see where everybody is running. Travis Rucker still in fourth, but under pressure now from Andrew Melvin, who has slowly made his way forward. Tyler Pluff, front runner in the points standings, one of the top drivers in the points at least. Currently running in 7th place. So great run going for Tyler, as well as he's had some bad luck here in the last few races that we've seen. And really needs another good run to try and contend for this championship. Bonwell, though, really making a name for himself up here at the front. He's had some good runs throughout the season, been top 5, top 10 pretty much every week, and really showing some strength here at Dover. As we watch the second place battle heat up now, 99 of Andy Trupiano under pressure from the number 31 Skull Machine. And let's check in on our track temp. Has gone up just a bit as the sun has come out. Not under cloud cover anymore, and that's going to cause these guys to either push or get a little bit looser than they were before. But these guys up at the front, really the class of the field here tonight, able to separate themselves from the rest of the drivers. So Andrew Melvin now losing a bit of ground to Travis Rucker, almost gets in the wall, and Tyler Pluff starting to close in on him. Good run for these drivers. Currently scored in 5th and 6th position. Chad Ross has fallen back just a bit from Tyler Pluff as he's starting to get under pressure from Robert Vormwald. We scored an 8th, and we got a spinner. That's a 31 going around our pole sitter and leader at one point in this race. I think he's led the most laps so far. Goes around. Let's go back and take a look and see what happens. Trying to make the pass on the 99 here, and comes up the track just a bit. 99 gets loose, a little bit of contact. 31 holds onto it pretty well without hitting the wall. Wow, great save to stay off the wall by that driver. And he's going to lose some track position, but definitely has the speed to make it back up towards the front. So I would not be surprised to see him make his way forward. Bonwell's still your leader, though. Let's see what they do. He's coming to pit road. Looks like the whole field. I don't think anybody's going to try and stay out. Except Rory Gamble. He's going to take a gamble here. And lead a lap. We'll see if he stays out or if he's just out here to lead a lap. So they only have 13 laps or so on their tires. It looks like Jerry Glenn also staying out with 11 laps on his tires. Let's take a look on pit road and see what happens here. Bonwell came in as your leader, 31, just making his way to the pit stall. Bonwell with an issue. 99 going to win the race off pit road. Bonwell going to lose 7 spots. Currently scored in 8th. I guess he only lost about 5 spots. His 2 drivers are still out on track. We'll see what they choose to do here. But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Alfala is $10,500 richer. 2-time NASCAR. Is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing done? It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR 2017 NASCAR PK Free Series Championship to Ryan Luza. Alfala is a 4-time champion.
Perfect timing as this caution coming to a close here. Rory Gamble is going to take the gamble and stay out here. He's got 15 laps on his tires. And he has shown some speed in this race, but I'm not sure the tire deficit is going to pay off. As we are back under green, he gets us going here. It's a great jump on Andy Trupiano, who is now up into second place. Andrew Melvin side by side with Travis Rucker, racing it out for that third position. As you can see, the 77 already struggling on the older tires. 99 already making a run at him, down in 3 and 4. So 77 able to lead a couple of laps under caution, but he's going to lose the lead within that first lap of green flag racing. As Trupiano now takes the lead. Rory Gamble up on the high side. He's getting just freight trained up there on that high line, as Andrew Melvin now working to the inside. And Tyler Pluff also going to try and make the pass here in 3 and 4, and he does. No issues there, no contact with anyone yet. Josh Bonwell trying to recover from a poor pit stop. He's currently scored in 7th. Right now side by side with Chad Ross, as the 77 has settled down in on the inside line. Bonwell into the wall. And heavy contact with that right front. Able to keep it on the track and keep it going, but he's going to lose 1 spot for the moment, maybe 2. Able to outrun the 81 there by running on that high line. And let's take a look at the number 31, see where he's at. Has some right front damage now, so not sure what happened to him other than, oh wow, heavy front end damage in general. So maybe he did get damage from that wreck. I didn't see any contact during the spin, but maybe he did get back up on track or something like that we did not catch. Currently scored in 15th, and the picks right now to win the race from our chat. Josh Bonwell currently the top runner in 8th place, now putting pressure on the number 77 of Rory Gamble, who stayed out on those tires, is doing a decent job. Currently running in 7th, but about to lose that spot. Clint Cox, another selection by our fans here in the number 3 car, currently running in 10th. Matthew Lee in 12th, and Matthew Correa currently in 15th. So those are your picks to win, and we are about halfway. We got a couple more laps, so if you want to pick a driver in the field here tonight, then now is your chance. And if your driver wins the race, you can pick any driver on the iRacing service to win $15, whether that's yourself or someone else, maybe one of the drivers in the race. Bonwell up to 7th now. We'll see if he can make his charge forward. Rory Gamble making a move back on the number 81 after losing the position. So Gamble actually doing all right on these older tires. I expected him to drop a little bit faster than this, but he's doing a solid job. Not running much off the pace, actually running pretty consistent with the cars around him, as the leaders are a couple tenths faster, but that's because they've got clean air and they're not side by side. Right now, Travis Rucker closing in on your leader, Andy Trupiano. See if he can get to the front, as Trupiano into the wall, loses a lot of momentum. Here comes Rucker to the inside in that number 83 Chevrolet Camaro. And can't get the run out of turn 4, and 99 with the power move back on the outside, able to hold on to it. Rucker has closed the gap, as well as Melvin and Pluff, slowly reeling them in. As it looks like Ross possibly off the wall there, Chad Ross in the number 38, as we got Bonwell making a pass down on the inside of the 01 of Robert Vormwald, but Josh went really low in the turn there, just able to make it out. Scuffs the wall by the start-finish line and able to gain the position. But Trupiano now holding on for dear life as he hit the wall, and now he's got damage. Maybe slowing him down just a little bit. Travis Rucker just reeled him in right on his bumper. Only about a foot or so between those bumpers on those cars. Andrew Melvin still just riding patiently back here, not pushing too hard. Tyler Pluff trying to gain ground. You can see how hard he dove into turn 1 as Melvin gets a little bit loose out of turn 2. Rucker peeks back down to the inside. It's going to be tough to make that pass, but the 99 way up the hill. And Rucker gets a good run. I think he's going to lead the lap here. And he does. Currently scored your leader in the number 83, but can he complete the pass coming out of turn 2 here? This has been a trouble spot for a lot of drivers. As we saw contact earlier, 99 scuffs the wall there. 83 able to gain the position, really dives hard into turn 3, but now Andrew Melvin and Tyler Pluff right there, and Melvin kind of overshot the corner there, or turned in a little too early and caught the apron, lost a bit of ground on exit. He's just been hooking that inside line here for the last few laps and has reeled these guys in. Josh Bonwell up into 5th position, making his way back towards the front. So up into the top 5. Clint Cox, another choice to win here tonight, up into 9th, and it is too late now to submit your votes. So we've only got a handful of drivers that could win this, that would award iRacing credits to one lucky fan. It's a 55 and 31 battling it out side by side. The 31 trying to make his way back towards the front after leading the first portion of this race and losing the lead during pit cycle. And then getting caught up in a little bit of an incident. He's got damage on, I think, all 4 corners of that car. But back inside the top 10 as now the 6 of Thomas Gould making a move down to the inside of Orlando Rivera. Here comes the 77 of Rory Gamble back to the inside as well. And Chris McCullough with some damage on that car. Currently scored in 14th. Making a move to the outside, but here comes the 04 of Matthew Lee, one of the selections to win the race. He makes the pass as Gamble scuffs the wall. Here goes Gamble way up the track. Just could not make the turn there, it looks like, in the 11. Scoots on by. And our top 25 still on the lead lap. Currently Douglas Johnson, actually top 28 still on the lead lap. David McCullough. And I keep getting more cars on the lead lap. Jeremy Crandall is last on the lead lap in 29th, currently 19.4 seconds back from your leader, Travis Rucker, who has started to gap Trupiano, who is under pressure now from Andrew Melvin and Tyler Pluff. We'll see if those guys can make a move as we're about at 50 to go. Josh Bonwell closing in. You can see that orange car sneaking in a little bit every lap, and he's one of the fastest on track. Currently about 0.2 faster than Melvin or Pluff. So Bonwell charging hard to get back to the front. He really wants to win after tasting that lead. Making a mistake we're hearing on pit road was the cause of the long pit stop. And so just trying to redeem himself after a couple mistakes here in the mid portion of this race as he gets very close to the wall. Maybe losing a bit of ground to Tyler Pluff in that set of turns, but making his way up towards the front. And let's go take a look back at some more action here. The 03 of Ken McCullough Jr., your winner from last race at Martinsville. Currently scored in 16th, putting some pressure on the number 48 of Matthew Correa. Very close racing there in turns 1 and 2. The 11 kind of cutting down in front. And that's going to slow both of them up. But side by side now down in turn 3 as the 11 making a pass on the 55 of Orlando Rivera. 03 touches the apron just a bit, but able to make the pass on the 48 and take that position. 11 back up the track with the 55. Now trying to make a move down on the inside. Cole Johnson almost getting into the back. The 48, oh, the 03 touches the 55 And they keep it straight somehow. 55 down on the inside of the track there. Still trying to collect it. And he's going to lose a bunch of spots because of that. But he's riding the apron right now and still trying to get back up to pace. So 77 and 52 coming up behind him side by side. This could get dicey. And we are 3 wide here for just a second. 55 backs out of it, trying to regain control of that car. 77 getting very loose on the inside. That's going to give the spot to 52 of Jeremy Poole. These drivers racing in the tail end of the top 20 as Travis Rucker still out front. Bondwell has caught up to Andrew Melvin, who has let Tyler Pluff by. Bondwell trying to make the pass, dives in really hard to 3 and 4, able to get a pretty solid run through turn 4 and fully side by side with Andrew Melvin going down into turn 1. I don't think he's going to be able to clear him here. He's going to have to get a really good run and try and keep it straight, but Melvin gets a bit loose. They're still side by side. And it looks like he's going to be able to clear him here in 3 and 4. Andrew Melvin going to settle in behind him for the moment. We'll see if he peeks back to the inside. He does not. Tyler Pluff putting a lot of pressure on the 99 of Andy Tripiano. Up here in 2nd and 3rd. Bondwell up to 4th after those 2 mistakes in this race, and we'll see if he has the time to close in. Still 40. It'll be coming to 44 to go, and Bondwell in 4th, about 2 seconds back from your leader. See if he can put down some hot laps here and try and close in as Rucker, Travis Rucker, leading the way, is doing a great job. Very smooth out front. Not really any damage on that car except for a little bit of a dent there in the center of the rear. And he's closing in on lap traffic. That's the number 28 of David McCullough racing with the 73 of Jeremy Crandall, and they're side by side in front of the leader. That's going to slow him down. You can see the 99 starting to close back in as 83 has to check up. Oh, contact there between Poole and McCullough as we lost all these drivers as they're going down the backstretch. Not sure what happened. Maybe they just alt F forward and left the race. Hard for me to say, but that closes the gap between the top 2. Tyler Pluff putting a lot of pressure on that 99. Jeremy Poole still running, so I think it was just a little bit of a glitch there with the server. Oh, Bondwell back into the wall. Saw him rubbing the wall coming out of turn 2. Looks like he's not really added any damage, maybe a little bit more to the right rear. The more he adds, though, the tighter it's going to get. Working on the inside of Jeremy Poole, a lap car in the number 73 Camaro. Both Bondwell and Andrew Melvin making their way past. Robert Vormwald starting to close in on this battle now for the top 5. Chad Ross not too far back either. The 31 has moved his way back up into 8th place. Currently 6.3 seconds off the leader and about 2.5 seconds off of the next car in line. Ronnie Royals also in the top 10 along with Thomas Gould. Matthew Lee still running in 11th, where he's run pretty much this entire race. And Clint Cox back into 12th. Ken McCullough up into 13th, so his car looks pretty clean and he is starting to make his way towards the front, but 10 seconds back from the leader. It's going to be a tall order here with just about 38 laps to go. Took me a second to do my math there. Tyler Pluff still working on the back bumper, makes a big move down into turn 1. 99, I think, is just gonna give it to him. Maybe try and pull a crossover, but I don't think he's gonna have the run here. Yep, just kind of gives it to the 12. We'll see if Pluff can close in now on Rucker, about a second back from your leader, who has run very smoothly here for this second portion of the race. Once he got the lead, he has just been, it's been clean and green and smooth sailing out front. This Pluff a little bit slower that last lap. Trupiano actually had the best lap of anyone. We'll see if Pluff can start to close the gap. Oh, we got a car down in the wall on pit road. I can't tell who that was. Let's see if we can find it here. I can't catch him. J.E. Henthorn. Wow, not sure what happened. Let's go back and take a quick look at that. Going into turn 3 here. Not sure if he was trying to make a pit stop. Looks like he was, and he just missed the pit lane. Slams into the end of the pit road. Holds it down on the apron, and no caution out. But he's going to have some heavy damage. Travis Rucker still your leader. And it looks like Pluff starting to close the gap just a little bit. It's about a 10th down from where it was, as Rucker making a pit stop, so these guys can't make it on fuel. I thought they might be able to. And Pluff going to be your leader here now, and we'll see what he can do out in front. As a few drivers coming down pit road. That's Travis Rucker. Also Bonwell making his way down. See if he can have a better pit stop here. Let's go to the other pit lane camera. 99 making his way off pit road. So Trupiano made a stop, and I didn't see that either. Handful of drivers making their way down, though. Here comes Bonwell into his stall. Very cautious this time, and understandably so. Don't want to make any more mistakes. As Tyler Pluff continues to lead. And Andrew Melvin in second, about 2.4 seconds back. And those two gonna stay out a bit longer. Let's take a look here at how these cars come out on track. Bonwell making his way back onto the track off pit road. Not as good of a stop as Travis Rucker, who is way up the road from him. Bonwell just coming onto the front stretch, and right now at the start-finish line, Rucker in the middle of 1 and 2. So it looks like Bonwell maybe lost a bit of ground through the pit cycle there. Right now at the front, Andrew Melvin. Tyler Pluff is on pit road. And Andrew Melvin is your leader. At the moment, Robert Vormwald in second. As Melvin continues to stay out, we're coming to 30 to go now. And we'll see if this strategy plays out the way they'd like. I think currently your net leader, trying to find the net leader, Tyler Pluff, working his way off pit road. There goes Trupiano right on by. And caution is out. That throws a wrench in things. A lot of drivers going to be trapped at least one lap down here. And let's go back and take a look. I didn't see what happened. I think it was involving Ken McCullough Jr. It's the 81 making his way onto pit road just in front of him there. So the 03 coming into turns 1 and 2 here. Oh, big wreck in front of them involving the 04. The 03 navigates his way through that somewhat. We're going to take a look at the 04 and see what happened. One of the drivers selected to possibly win the race. The 96 slow up in the wall there. Oh, the 73 gets into him. 04 got a little contact, slams the wall. 6 somehow navigates his way through. Let's go take a look at the 6. And that is the number 8. This is just jumping all over for me. Thomas Gould, let's go back to that wreck and see how he navigated through. We are going to go to the nose cam with this driver. You can see the 96 up on the high side there. Real slow and in the wall. 73 gets into him. Gould just navigates to the low side. 04 there. So good job by the number 6 to avoid all that. And that's going to help him out a lot, as we've got drivers now coming off of pit road. Andrew Melvin, I think, scored your leader, and these are a lot of lap cars right around him. Now the 31 trapped a lap down. Stephen Fogel in the number 11 trapped the lap down, and he's going to go a second lap down here as he pits and probably gets some of that damage fixed. Looks like Trupiano able to get the wave around at least, as well as Tyler Pluff, Travis Rucker, Josh Bonwell, Ronnie Royal, and Jeremy Crandall, who's actually making his way on the pit road again. So the last driver eligible for the wave round, I believe, is going to be the 81 of Ronnie Royal, assuming he does not pit. And that is currently the 17th position, Ronnie Royal. See what some of these drivers choose to do. Andrew Melvin, though, is your leader. Let's take a quick look at our race summary. 5 cautions, 6 lead changes. Right now, your leader is Andrew Melvin, who's been very patient in this race, has not pushed the issue, and has backed out of it quite a few times when we've been on his car. And he's done a good job of just running this race at his own pace, and now with about 25 to go, he's sitting in the catbird seat. Chad Ross currently second. He's got a little bit of damage on the right front of that number 38 Dirty Mo Chevrolet Camaro. The 01 of Robert Vormwald currently scored in third. After everything cycles through, Thomas Gould in fourth, Cole Johnson fifth. Ken McCullough Jr., who we mentioned a bit earlier, is your winner from Martinsville last time. Currently scored in sixth. He's got a bit of damage, but the 55 Orlando Rivera currently in seventh. Jerry Glenn in eighth, and the number 98 Scott Bellum, the 07, currently scored in ninth. Jeremy Poole currently scored in 10th. Doug Johnson, Doug Johnson is going to be 11th. Rory Gamble 12th. Andy Trupiano 13th. Tyler Pluff 14th. Travis Rucker 15th. Josh Bonwell, Ronnie Royal 31 trapped a lap down here. Jeremy Crandall as well, and Clint Cox getting a wave around, but still going to be 1 lap down as we are making our way back towards the green flag. Andrew Melvin is your leader here. Let's see what happens here. Andrew Melvin going to get him going. Hard on the gas pedal out of turn 4, and gets a great jump over the number 38 of Chad Ross as they make their way down into turn 1. 2 or 3 car length lead, but Ross with a great run in turn 2. Andrew Melvin losing a bit of ground now coming out of turn 2. We got a battle going on here between Cole Johnson and the number 6. They're going to make contact. They stay straight. More contact. Now they're not going to stay straight. The 6 of Gould holds on to it, though. Great save. And everybody avoids him. And currently still green. But the 6 not going to be happy about that, as we've got a caution probably farther back in the field. I can't see who it is. Not sure if it was maybe brought out by that bit of contact, but let's go take a look and see what happened here. I'm gonna try and get a blimp view of our field here, and I can't seem to find what happened. I believe this is under green. Contact there between those drivers. Oh, and Travis Rucker going around. That's unfortunate for the driver, the number 83, as he was running a great race here and was our leader not too long ago before that pit cycle started. Currently scored in 16th, and he's got heavy damage. Not going to be happy with the driver who was behind him during that whole incident. He had to check up for Tyler Pluff, who had to check up for the drivers in front of him, and just did not work out. Let's see who makes their way to pit road. It's going to be the number 3 of Clint Cox, who's a lap down, and a few others. And we saw a great save there by the number 6. I'm actually going to go back and take a look at that whole incident, if I can. For some reason, it keeps jumping to the 54 when I pick the 6. And I'm not exactly sure why. Find that save. That was an amazing save. Here it is. The 33 of Cole Johnson really dives it in there and makes contact, and then doesn't back out but makes more contact. 6 totally sideways. I'm going to go on board with him here in just a second. So you're going down into turns 3 and 4, a little contact there. You can see the car in his mirror. Full lock to the right. Holds on to it. Great save. Keeps it straight. So some great driving there by the number 6 of Thomas Gould. Started in 30th, and he's up 20 spots even with that incident. So running a pretty good race here tonight. So we've got about 20 to go. See if he can make his way forward and maybe earn a top 5 in this race. But looking at a solid finish no matter what after starting all the way towards the back. Currently working caution number 6. We've had 6 lead changes as well. Pretty good race here tonight from the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market Series. And we want to give another shout out to our sponsor here tonight, iRacing Flea Market. Go check them out on Facebook. It's a great place to buy or sell your sim racing equipment, whether it's like pedals, wheels, a rig, PCs, peripherals, services in general. iRacing Flea Market is a great source for any of that. You can also find a lot of advice and custom work over there as well. So go check out iRacing Flea Market on Facebook. Especially after the race tonight, they will be announcing the giveaway to the random driver on the lead lap, which is an LED RGB mouse pad tonight. So a pretty cool prize. I've got one myself. And that'll make for a great little piece there for a driver on the lead lap. And of course, the winner here tonight will receive a trophy manufactured by VSPEED. You can go find yours over at vspeedsim.com if you've got your own racing league. Right now, pace car on the pit road. Andrew Melvin is your leader. Gets him going. It's the 37 versus the 38 on the restart. Melvin with a good jump. The number 38 of Chad Ross, though, not too bad of a jump there. It is tough being on the outside line, and also when the leader has full control of the restart, as we see Cole Johnson now making his way towards the front. Oh, we got 3 wide, 4 wide at some points in the field here. And everybody keeps it straight for now. Number 6, again, a great save. One more time. Got to give it up for that driver. And the number 6, he's losing a lot of spots right now, but another great save. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. A little bit of contact with the 77. He's like 30 degrees sideways and able to hold on to it. So awesome save. Thomas Gould, what a driver here tonight. Able to hold on to a couple pretty much wrecked race cars at that point. And right now it's a race between your top 2. Only a quarter of a second between Melvin and Chad Ross. And Ross trying to reel him back in, and Cole Johnson takes over the 3rd position from Robert Vormwald. 99 of Andy Trupiano making his way through the field after getting trapped pretty far back there during the pit cycle. Bonwell also up into the top 10 with Tyler Pluff right on his tail. So these drivers making their way back towards the front and probably back up to the top 5 before the end of this thing. So we are going to be coming to 15 to go here. Bonwell making a move down to the inside of the 98. This is going to be for 7th position. We'll see if he can take it here in 3 and 4. Great run on the bottom side. Able to slide up in front and take that position. Here comes Tyler Pluff. Not able to get the run that he needs. As Andrew Melvin starting to stretch the lead out. Melvin trying to hold on to it. She's about a half second up the lead. Chad, or up the road in the lead. Chad Ross in second. Cole Johnson starting to reel these guys in third. And Andy Trupiano now up into 4th place. One of the fastest cars all night. And I believe the highest I rating in the field is that number 99 Valvoline Camaro. Oh, we got contact farther back. That's the 98 of Jerry Glenn. Oh, huge contact, big wreck now. Car's still going around, still making contact. That's the big one, folks. Miles the Monster is out. Let's go take a look. Looks like it started with the 98, 83 of Travis Rucker also on the inside. Maybe a little contact there. Yep, contact between those two. 98 just bouncing off the inside wall. There's nowhere to go as these cars just bouncing. The track pretty much blocked, and then you see the 69 there come in at the last second and heavy contact with the number 98. Let's take a look from another driver who was involved in this. Let's actually take a look from the 55 nose cam. Oh, he saw it coming. And then a bit farther back, this is Ken McCullough, Doug Johnson involved in this. You can see this all happening up in front of Joshua here. And he slows down enough to avoid it all. The 13 of Ryan Decker caught up in that one at the tail end of it. He's been caught up in a couple things tonight, and we'll see if he can make his way back on the lead lap with the laps winding down. That's the 9, gonna get the lucky dog on that one. So good thing he checked up. He's gonna be the last driver on the lead lap now, but he's gonna have some fresh tires as well. And only a handful of drivers coming into pit road now. Rory Gamble, Jeremy Poole, Ken McCullough. Those are the only drivers on pit road. And that was the big one, folks. Caution number 7 on the night. Involving quite a few drivers. I'd say probably 10 or so caught up in that one. But these drivers, most of them not taking it to pit road, or if they are laps down, they may be on pit road. But a handful getting fresh tires there, trying to make up some ground before the end of this thing. This Andrew Melvin is your leader here tonight, and we're going to be restarting probably 8 or 9 to go. We'll see what happens. And once again, we want to thank you for tuning in here on VSPEED. We are live right now on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And we appreciate everyone tuning in and supporting the stream here tonight. And you can go check us out over at vspeedsim.com, where you can find products like iFlags, steering wheel accessories, and we're going to be coming out with some conversion kits for G27 and G29 steering wheels to put a larger diameter racing rim on, as well as broadcasting services, custom design work, and so much more over at VSPEED Sim. And we want to thank you for tuning in, though, tonight to the Ford Entertainment Group iRacing Flea Market Series here at Dover for 125 laps tonight. And this has been a pretty good race, 7 cautions, but some pretty good green flag runs in the middle of the race. So pretty impressed by some of the drivers here tonight, especially that number 6 car Thomas Gould, who's currently blinked out, I think, or maybe just sitting on pit road. I'm not sure. I can't find him on track, but meanwhile, the field is doubling up, and it's going to be a sprint to the finish here. We'll see if we can stay green for the whole thing. Some top contenders now back up in the top 10. Josh Bonwell, Tyler Pluff, currently 7th and 8th, as well as Andy Trupiano up in 4th. So it could be anybody here. Andrew Melvin is your leader. Chad Ross was outside, but then you see that 99 right there on the high line, the second row. Cole Johnson also has been pretty fast here at the tail end of this race. So we'll see what happens. Andrew Melvin has control of the field, waits on it, gets going. Pretty good restart there. 38 not able to get up to speed quick enough. Then 33 is going to jump to his inside. He'll bring the ticker up here for the last few laps of the race. So we're currently on 9 to go. And caution is out. I'm not sure what happened, but it didn't take very long. It looks like it involved Clint Cox possibly. He's got heavy damage all around that Trumpmobile. Let's go take a look. Ooh, and they checked up hard on the start, and just kind of a confusing situation there. 69, the 3, and the 13 all 3 wide there, and the 3 pretty much went over after getting turned. Let's go take a look from the inside. This is maybe going to make you sick. He tried to get a good start in the 69, just did not go. Maybe engine damage. And the 13 tried to shove his way through, and it didn't work out for any of these guys. So heavy contact there for Clint Cox, one of the selections to potentially win this race, and his race has gone downhill after running up in the top 10 quite a bit earlier in this race. And it's not going to end under caution. We are going to get some green flag racing here, but it's not going to be many laps, maybe 3 or 4 at the most. But before that, we are going to jump to a quick commercial break and be right back. we are back. The field just doubling up now on 5 to go, so we will have 4 laps of racing, assuming they can stay green the whole way. Cole Johnson able to sneak his way up into 2nd place during that whole exchange on the restart. Chad Ross shuffled back to 3rd now. Andy Trupiano shuffled back to 5th. Tyler Pluff currently in 7th place, and Josh Bonwell shuffled into 8th. So we'll see what can happen here. Right now your leader is Andrew Melvin. Andrew didn't take the lead until about 27 laps ago, and he's led that whole distance, so going to be the one to get him going on the restart here. Pace car makes its way down pit road. Andrew Melvin gets him going here. 33 with a pretty good jump on the outside line. Not going to lose much ground. Gets down in behind the 37 now, down into turns 1 and 2. We'll see what he can do. How hard he charges. And we got side-by-side racing a bit farther back. These drivers, oh, 33 in the wall. 99 down on the inside, spinning around, and that's probably going to bring it out. That's going to end it tonight. Andrew Melvin, your winner here at Dover. Let's go back and take a look. The 99 caught up in something there. Not sure exactly what happened. We saw the 33 catch the wall. And then Andy Trupiano down on the inside line, racing next to the 07. The 01 hits the wall, smacks the 99, who bounces and goes for a spin cycle there. The 01 also involved. Let's take a look back. He got involved. It was kind of in a secondary incident. Smacks the wall, bounces off, comes back up the track into the 07, turns the 07, and then the 83 of Rucker with more bad luck to finish this thing off. And the 01 of Vormwald rests up against the wall, rolls back down the track, and back on its way, but not going to get the finish that he wanted, along with Trupiano, one of the fastest drivers, and led a portion of this race as well. That should do it here tonight. Andrew Melvin is going to win the race, as we've got 2 to go. Pace car lights are not off, and that is a sign that this is over. The 48 going to get his lap back. So Matthew Correa, one of the drivers chosen to pick to win tonight's race, is going to at least have a shot at the random giveaway, or random driver giveaway, as he is now back on the lead lap and the last driver on the lead lap in 17th. A few other drivers selected here by viewers. Matthew Lee's going to end up 18th here tonight. Clint Cox, after some bad luck, currently scored 21st, and Bonwell survives that incident and charges back up into 4th place. Tyler Pluff in 5th place. So good run by those guys to recover there after getting trapped a lap down during the pit cycle, and end up with solid finishes. And that's gonna keep that battle for the points lead very tight coming out of this race. And once again, we want to give a big shout out to iRacing Flea Market for sponsoring tonight's race, and everything that they do to put on this great racing here at this league. Go check them out over at Facebook, the iRacing Flea Market page. You can find pretty much anything you need to get started in sim racing, or if you need to sell something and upgrade, There's tons of stuff there, so go check them out. Great sponsor for this series is Andrew Melvin. He's going to be your winner here tonight. He's making his way towards the start-finish line and the checkered flag. Coming out of turn 4, Andrew Melvin is going to win it here. Second place, Cole Johnson, and third place, Chad Ross. Andrew Melvin started 10th, led 32 laps here tonight with a fast lap of 23.259. Not the fastest, but one of the smoothest here tonight, and we saw his patience in a few instances, and it paid off. He got in position when he needed to get there, and led the last 32 laps of the race. So a little bit of luck on his side, a little bit of skill, and a lot of patience pays off tonight for Andrew Melvin. So congratulations to Andrew on the win here tonight. And I think that's going to pretty well do it for tonight's broadcast. We're going to go through the results here in just a second. So let's actually jump right into that. Tonight's winner, Andrew Melvin. Our starting position still not working here on this overlay, but we'll get that fixed. Andrew Melvin started in 10th and comes away your winner here tonight. Cole Johnson going to finish second in the number 33 Mellow Yellow Camaro. Chad Ross going to end up in third here tonight. Josh Bonwell charges back up into fourth after a couple mistakes and some bad luck. Tyler Pluff currently scored in fifth here in this race, so a good run for him. And solid recovery also from being trapped a lap down. The 07 of Scott Bellum going to finish 6th here tonight. Travis Rucker, even with all the bad luck, ends up with a solid 7th place finish. Ken McCullough Jr. Kind of didn't show up until the end and ends up 8th here. Orlando Rivera finishes 9th, and Ronnie Royal rounds out your top 10 here tonight. 11th place, Joshua Caudill. 12th place, Jeremy Poole. 13th. It was going to be Douglas Johnson, 14th, Alec Conklin, 15th, Robert Bormwald, 16th, Andy Trupiano, one of the strongest drivers here tonight with an unfortunate incident at the end. Matthew Correa ends up the last driver on the lead lap in 17th. Matthew Lee, first driver lap down in 18th. Jeffrey Mayers in 19th. Rory Gamble rounds out your top 20. Clint Cox going to finish 21st here tonight. 22nd, Ryan Decker. 23rd, Timothy Bates. 24th, Thomas Gould. 25th, Jerry Glenn. 26th, Stephen Fogel. 27th, the number 31, The Beard. I believe that is Mike Eames. 28th, Brett Beasley in the number 96. Jeremy Crandall. 29th, J.E. Henthorn rounds out your top 30 here tonight. 31st is going to be David McCullough. 32nd, Chris McCullough. 33rd, James Simmons. 34th, Wendell Lowe. 35th, showing as Shag Nasty. Not sure which driver that is, but he ends up 35th. Mike Downs, 36th. And Alan Westman, 37th. Dylan Phillips, 38th. And Noah Samples rounds out the field here tonight in 39th. There's your winner here tonight, Andrew Melvin. Great run by Andrew. Very patient throughout the race. Found himself in position to win tonight's race and comes away with the victory, leading 32 laps. So a great run here. Once again, this has been a presentation by VSPEED, and we appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast here tonight. And go check out iRacing Flea Market's Facebook page later on, about 15 minutes from now, and they'll be doing the announcement for the giveaway to a random driver on the lead lap. And tonight's giveaway is an LED RGB mouse pad, so pretty cool giveaway and a fun prize to win for one of these drivers here tonight. Andrew Melvin gets the trophy, and it doesn't look like anybody in the chat tonight, any fans or viewers, gets that $15 iRacing credit. So I guess we'll have to have better luck next time for you guys. Maybe Josh Bonwell or Josh's mom gets a consolation prize for picking the highest finishing driver of the drivers that were picked. But we'll have to leave that up to Jeff Ford at Ford Entertainment Group and over at iRacing Flea Market. We'll see what he says about that. But once again, thank you for tuning in. We will be bringing you the races here for the rest of the season here on VSPEED over on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So once again, thank you for tuning in and have a great night.